What's up everyone, William back here. This is not a Q&A session. This is a video that I've decided to put together after writing an email to everyone that's on my email list. So if you're not on my email list, I suggest you do so by just clicking the link below, and as part of signing up, I'll send you a link to download a free resource guide. It's very intensive and comprehensive that'll help you out. But anyways, I wasn't originally going to create this video, but I thought the message was so profound that it needs to really get out there for everybody to understand what's going on. So the question is, how do you plan on staying relevant in your career over the long haul? Okay, and relevance is going to be our key word today because it's very important. So here's what I mean. There are too many people that have this average mindset that they're going to work their 8 to 5 and they're going to go to work, show up, do their job, come home, and then do their life's activities. Okay, which is fine. But in a ever-changing world, especially in technology, if you don't keep up with what's going on in the workplace, you're going to get left behind in the dust and you're going to become irrelevant. All right? So here's the thing. In order for you to stay relevant and be successful in your career in IT, all right, you have to stay on top of what's going on at all times. All right? And what that means is that you've got to constantly read, you've got to listen to audio, you've got to read articles, magazines, books, study courses. Okay, you can take classes in different areas of whatever area you're in IT. Keep up with the classes that are going on. Have a mastermind group with people that are your peers in that it could be people that you work with, it could be friends that are in the same space as you. It doesn't matter. You need to have maybe a lab set up at home where you can, play around and do stuff on your own and figure things out. The whole idea is that you've got to keep on top of what's happening in IT, especially if you're in a specialized, sector of IT and you're not the guy that's wearing all the different hats, which I know that happens quite a bit. But in either scenario, if you want to stay relevant and you want to dominate your career, you really need to stay on top of it. I mean, I can't stress this enough, especially with IT, because employers will find out that, hey, you just don't have what it takes anymore because you just kind of been flying under the radar, doing minimal work just to get by, and you're not really helping the company. You're not valuable to them as an employee anymore. And so you've really got to stay on top of it. Now, I know what a lot of people are thinking right now is, hey, I already work 50 hours a week, maybe more. How in the hell am I going to find any more time to dedicate to my profession? All right? The answer is really simple. Everybody's got the same 24 hours in a day. It's how you utilize your time that counts. And, I heard this crazy statistic about the average person. Okay, there's this word average again. You don't want to be average. The average person watches 3 hours of TV a day. 3 hours of TV a day. That to me is absolutely insane. Okay, so that's just one example. And I bet that if I sat down with every person that has told me that they don't have time, that I can extract a minimum of 1 hour a day out of their schedule. If we sat down and mapped out their entire day, I could find at least 1 hour. So the question is, what are you willing to do? Are you willing to stay relevant? Or are you just going to kind of slide by for the rest of your life and hope for the best, and at the same time becoming more irrelevant? It's an important topic that I really want you to bite into, because there's a lot of people that think that they'll go to their 8 to 5, they'll go to their 9 to 5, and they'll just come home and then just lay around and do nothing for the rest of the evening or goof off or whatever it is, okay? And I understand we all have, some of us have families, we have children, we have extracurricular activities, including myself, okay? But you have to prioritize your time in order to find the time slots in your day where you can dedicate at least a half an hour to an hour, a couple times a week, studying your craft and sharpening the saw. Okay, that's the only way you're going to stay on top of what's happening. And so, I hope this message resonates with you. Pass it on to somebody that you may know that needs it. Again, if you haven't downloaded my resource guide that help you get on this path of thinking, download it below when you get on my email list. And I appreciate every single one of you for continuing to watch these videos. It really means a lot to me. If this is your first time here, I want to welcome you as well. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon on the next Q&A video. We'll see ya.